Welcome, I'm Angel the Brave, and this is my first ever Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today we're going to be going over two characters that dropped this week, Saxon and Imperial Super Commando. They seem to be the answer to the current meta plaguing the arena, which is those pesky rebels. Also, those pesky rebel slash Rex slash Empire hybrids that don't let you get a move in edgewise. So I'm very excited about this video. Let's go ahead and go into the abilities. Now, Saxon's abilities are huge against the current meta. Now, as you can see, I don't have him modded or terribly advanced, but I just wanted to go over some gameplay today in Galactic War. You know, not going up against a team that's too terribly overpowered. This is just to see what they can do in an Empire squad. Now, as you can see, for his attacks and abilities, I don't have them leveled all the way, but we'll go over each one and we'll see how important they are and discuss some of the advantages of these abilities. Now, for Gar's first ability, he can deal physical damage to a target enemy with a 70% chance to inflict speed down for 2 turns. If the target already had speed down, reduce Saxon's cooldowns by 1. Now that is huge. You got a level player who can inflict speed down already as his basic, but now you have the chance to add cooldowns and use some of his other abilities more often, which his other abilities are what really have me excited. His second ability is to deal physical damage to all enemies, dealing double damage to enemies with less than 50% turn meter. Now, enemies who had at least 50% turn meter lose 30% turn meter. That is huge against those rebel squads who don't let you get a move in edgewise in the arena. We know what I'm talking about because we've all faced them. Now, that's a very important ability there when you're facing those squads. Now, his third ability, and also his leader ability when it's maxed out, is Empire allies gain 50% counter chance and 40% defense whenever an Empire ally uses a basic attack. They recover 5% health. Now, for using all your basics, not only do you get 5% health, but you're able to counter 50% of the time now. That's huge. Some of us already use Dooku and take advantage of that, or 5s, and have it, but now you have a chance for your Empire teams with the Vaders and the Palpatines to be able to counter more often. So that's definitely exciting there. Now, his last ability, whenever another ally attacks during an enemy turn, Saxon has a 70% chance to assist. So now you know, now you're countering, you're assisting, you're inflicting speed down. If you par Gar and Imperial with someone like TIE Fighter who inflicts ability down, then Palpatine who stuns, Vader who can counter and also go again when you use his third ability. It's endless what you can do and who you can par these guys with on the Empire squads. And I'm very excited for you guys to see who I decided to par them with. So let's go and review Imperial's abilities so you can get a feel for how this team is going to work out together. Now, for Imperial's first ability, you deal physical damage to target enemy with a 70% chance to inflict offense down for 2 turns, and attack again if the target had less than 50% turn meter. So you get an attack again, you're inflicting offense down, parred with Gar, who's inflicting speed down. Again, I gave you the idea of parring them with TIE, who's inflicting ability down. So the opportunities are endless. How can you not love these guys off the gate? Now, his second ability is to deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them with an 85% chance to inflict buff immunity for 2 turns. So not only are you going to be immune to buffs, but you're also going to dispel all buffs. So definitely a great ability there. Now, his third ability is Imperial Super Commando has a plus 45% counter chance and gains plus 9% offense for each enemy with no buffs. So if you are currently facing a team that has Rex or any of these leaders that dispel buffs, now you also have a bit of not an advantage, but it helps against those teams. So this is definitely a cool ability that, you know, can kind of keep you in the game and not really let them overpower you like they would before. So definitely an exciting ability there. So gotta love the team of Gar and Imperial already. So let's go right into the gameplay now. We're gonna be facing a team in Galactic War here that's not terribly stronger than the team I put together, and I did that because, of course, my Gax and my Imperial are not very strong right now, so I kind of wanted you to get a feel for them without being embarrassed, really. Now let me clear here, and we're going to go ahead and pick the team I compiled, and we'll take a look at them and why I compiled it together. As we see here, we have Gar Saxon as the lead, because as you saw, his lead ability I think is going to be one of the best in the game when you have him maxed out, of course. Then we have Imperial, his main man, and then I decided to put him together with Ty because of the ability down. Now I wanted to use Palpatine. You could use Vader or any other Empire guy there, but I wanted to use Palpatine for his stuns, and my Palpatine's very strong. Now I also decided to use Short Trooper as my tank, and as you know, he's great at taunting, so he'll keep some of the pressure off of Gar and Imperial, who are kind of weak right now. But let's get this battle started. A year later. Now, as you can see, we're going to be facing Yoda. We also have Barriss, Mace, Luminara, and Vader. This team's not terribly strong that I'm facing, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what fun you can have with a team compiled like this. So let's go with some ability down here. As you saw, the counter's working already. Ty getting to work. Now, I like to go after Vader just to kind of counter. Let's go ahead and stun. Now we're going to use Calculated Ambush, which is deal physical damage to all enemies. Now for Imperial, Superior Tactics, again it's deal physical damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs. So we're going to save that one because he doesn't have any buff. No one has any buffs on them. Don't really see the need to use it. Let's go ahead and deal some physical damage to target an enemy. See if we can inflict some offense down there. Go ahead and taunt with Short Trooper some more. Get rid of Mace over here. Oh, Luminara does what she does best and decided to heal everyone. I like to dispel with Ty again. No buffs yet, so why waste it? And let's finish them off with Palpatine. So the first match with this squad was a success. Again, not a very strong team I faced. So let's keep going until we lose, huh? How about that? That might be fun. And this time I'm gonna just kind of auto, so you guys can kind of see what the computer does with them. Again, not facing a terribly strong team, but they do have a pretty good Boba here and a pretty good Captain Phasma. So let's go ahead and auto, see what the squad seems to do here. All right, so that was a success, even though I did lose Imperial in that exchange. Again, this was just for fun, so kind of see what the computer would do with them. Now, that team was a little stronger than, my Imperial and my Gar, so Gar survived there. Imperial, I only had him at a gear level 6, so he didn't even have his protection on. Now, so there it is, folks. Thank you for tuning into the video. You can see the potential of these characters. I'm hoping I can get them leveled up more and get them much stronger, because I definitely think farming these characters, maybe not now, but later along the line when they're free to play, will definitely make Arena a lot more fun for some of us who are kind of hitting a wall in Arena and can't really get a move in edgewise. So once again, I appreciate you guys showing the love. I hope you liked the video. Leave your comments below. I could always use some feedback if you have any ideas for future videos. And if you enjoyed this one, as always, hit like, subscribe for future videos. Spread the love to your friends, because it's all love here for all of us who appreciate Star Wars, EA, and everything they're doing for this awesome game. Now, I'm Angel the Brave. See you later.